Hey everybody, it's Alison Sullivan with Stamp Crazy with Alison. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in New Westminster, British Columbia on the west coast of Canada. So welcome if this is your first time joining me, and welcome back to my regulars. I've been on vacation for 2 weeks, so I haven't been online, but I missed you guys, and I hope that some of you will pop on today because you might not have been expecting me to be back. So I will watch the comments, and while I'm doing that, I'm just going to make sure that I'm actually broadcasting. Hi, Keisha. How are you? Nice to see you. Okay. I did have an awesome trip. I'll tell you about it in just a sec. Let me just make sure that I'm broadcasting, although you will tell me if you can't hear me because you're good at helping me with that. Yeah, all good here. Great. I did have a good time. As you know, I left about 2 weeks ago, I think. Time flies. And it was beautiful here, right? Remember, it was just gorgeous weather. Cast your mind back for 3 or 4 days because now we're not having that weather. I arrived in Toronto and it was very cold and very wet for the first week. And then the last weekend, the sun came out and it was lovely and fall-like and no wind. My daughter lives right down by the water, like Lake Ontario there. And the wind just whips off of that lake. So the temperature might seem it's supposed to be like 11, but really in reality, the air brings it down to like 6. It's freezing. Anyway, and then of course we came back on Monday and it's now raining and freezing and they're sunny. So I guess I brought the rain maybe, or I'm not sure. Hi, Sharon. Hi, Leanne. Oh, it's so nice to see you. These are my buddies from Australia. My sisters from Australia. Anyway, so thanks for asking. That's where I've been, in case you guys didn't know. And it was lovely to visit my daughter and my sisters. Can you guess what we're going to play with today? We're going to play with the Fitting Florets. Now, this is a promotion that's coming November 1st for customers. So Keisha and I, hi Donna, how are you? So Keisha and I have been able to access these products since the beginning of October because we're demonstrators, so it's a little perk, right? But customers will be able to buy it as of November 1st. So I thought I'm going to start introducing you to the products in the last few days leading up to November 1st. So that's what we're going to play with today. So let's go over to there we go. And we will go through everything that comes in this fabulous collection. Now, you don't have to buy everything. You can buy, stamps and the DSP and whatever you'd like in any combination. But let me just show you everything that comes in the collection. So first of all, we've got this beautiful stamp set called Framed Florets. I really love when Stampin' Up! Has 2 different fonts in the sentiments. I really like that. So we've got the kind of script, and then we've got just the uppercase. We've got beautiful flowers, and the sayings are nice because we use birthday and thank you. And, for a special person on a special day, that could be anything, right? Celebrate. I love the sayings in this. And of course, it comes with dies. So here's the dies. Make sure I can get them all in here. Here's the dies. Aren't they gorgeous? Got these beautiful ornate designs here. Now, you know what? I've got a little bag of all my little extra bits. Do you do that when you cut something and you're not going to use all of it? So let me just grab a few. My sister Mo cut some for me. So here's this shape here. Isn't that beautiful? And of course, when you cut that, you get a middle piece. So you get 2 pieces. So you can use just the outside or just the middle, whatever you like. These little flowers here actually cut out the flowers from the stamp set. Okay. And also the leaf cuts out the leaves. And then this big die here, let me just grab it. It's going to cut out this long piece here. I love when we've got stuff that cuts out things. And then we've got these other shapes. So let me show you those. Here's the heart shape. So it cuts that out. And then this one here is this nice ring. Okay. And then, of course, it also cuts out the middle. So let me just grab some of my leftover pieces. So that cuts it out. It's one pass through and you get the two pieces. Okay. So you can see there's lots of ways to use this. I'm just going to grab my bits, because what I do is if I'm cutting, I might have used the outside or the inside, and then I keep the other pieces, right? Because we're going to use those up. So that's the bundle, the framed florets bundle. So you can buy just the stamps or just the dies or them together, and you save that 10%. But there's also an added stamp set with Christmas sayings. And this one's called Framed and Festive. Again, we've got that beautiful font where you've got, you know, the uppercase, and then you've got the nice little script. So really pretty. And of course, you can use any of these with the dies, right? The oval dies. Now, these products, the framed florets with the dies, are going to be in the January to June 2023. Yikes. Mini catalog. So they're not going away. But the framed festive is only going to be available till January 3rd. So you want to pick that one up if you want it. Now, what would a collection be without beautiful designer series paper? So let's have a look. So this is the traditional 12 by 12, and you get 12 sheets, 6 each of 6 designs, right? No, 2 each of 6 designs. So I've cut these down to 6 by 12 just so you can see them. So let's just go through them. Look at this. Isn't that gorgeous? Love that. Flowers. Pretty flowers. I like this one. It's a very, I think of Christmas when I see this one. Same with this one. Even though it's not traditional at all. I just love that. And then more flowers. And then on the other side, we've got more subtle designs. Okay, so that's them. Pretty, pretty. Hi, Ellie. So my sisters and I, Ellie and Mo, we made lots of samples when I was in Toronto. And then lastly, we've got some embellishments, the gold adhesive back swirls. So here they are. And they've got like a little faceted design on them. They're not just plain. So I really like that. Anyway, so that's what's included in the Fitting Florets, and I'll be sending this out in my newsletter, of course. Here's a fun thing. I participated in a collective. There was 9 of us all together, and we each created a card, and it's been put into a PDF, and it will be available for free to my customers in what month are we in? November. For anyone who purchases any of the items. So even if somebody were to only purchase the swirls, I'd still send you the free PDF. So keep that in mind, okay? I'll be telling you more about that another time. So should we get started and create something? Let's see if there's any other comments. Oh, you're feeling the chill today. Oh gosh, Donna, it is cold. Not as cold as yesterday because we don't have the rain. Although I did hear we were going to have one of those horrible, whatever they call it, those rain disasters. Something river, they call it. I can't remember. Anyway, it's awful. And we're supposed to get like 100 millimeters of rain or something. I can't. I'm not going to think about it. All right. So today I am going to be using the framed florets and the dies. So here is what I'm working with. Now I'm going to kind of create on the fly. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do. I might change it up. So I've started here. This is Blushing Bride, and it is 8.5 by 5.5, right? Folded at 4 1/4. We've got our standard card size here. And then I've taken some of that pretty DSP. Ooh, that's pretty on that side too. But I want to use this side. This is the Blushing Bride side. Now I've cut it to a kind of a weird size. I've cut it 4 by 5 because I wanted to leave a bit at the top and the bottom. Okay. And then from there, I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do. We're going to play a bit. So let's do that first. Let me get some cutting done. I'm going to use that pretty heart-shaped die. Okay. And then I also want to cut out the middle. So you can cut these independently of one another, like pass it through once and then again, or you can cut them together. And if I was cutting them together, like I'm going to do now, I am going to get a piece of tape. So let's just line that up as best we can, tape that in place. Okay, so I want to cut that. And then I showed you that pretty DSP. Let me grab it again. This one here. And the die cuts out some of these flowers. Not all of them. Some of them you have to fussy cut, but it cuts out this one. So let me bring it in. I've already got my die attached here. So here's my die. Hopefully you can see that I've got the die. Okay, so we're going to cut that out. Let's do that, and then we'll make some decisions. Oh, Atmospheric River. Thank you, Donna. The name sounds as bad as it is, right? It's like horrible. That's what we're gonna get. Thank you, Atmospheric River. And when we got it last year, we got all that flooding and we got cut off from the rest of Canada. We couldn't go for days and days and days. Nothing could go. Like we were cut off. They promise it's not going to be that bad this time. Oh, hope not. Okay, so we've got our. I've got my large Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. Okay, because we need that wider platform for the 4-inch here. And we're just going to send that through. I love this machine. I know I always say that, but it really is like just butter going through there. Okay, so I've got that. And let's grab this. So I'm going to say, remember I was saying that sometimes I don't use all the pieces that I'm cutting, right? I don't need the middle one, and I don't need this. I just wanted to cut out the middle of this piece. So I'm going to put that in my little grouping there. And I'm going to put that back on my magnetic plate here so I don't lose stuff. Okay. And then we've got our flowers that we've cut out. Love that. Don't you love it when you don't have to fussy cut? Now, I am going to be fussy cutting something. Cool. So we'll do that in a minute. Now, I've got those two pieces. I know I want those. I also want another piece. This is where I'm not sure what color I'm going to use. So I'm going to go with Crumb Cake for now. I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to do. So I'm going to go Crumb Cake. And I want the circle. I want that shape because I want to put it inside. So I'm going to go back and grab that same die that we used earlier, this one. Okay, I'm going to cut that. And then I've got some soft succulent here. And I want this beautiful leaf. And I think I'll just maybe, maybe I'll just, no, I don't want it in that color. I'm going to just cut out a couple of extra things. I'm not sure if I'm going to use them, but I'm going to cut them out in case. So let me grab that and I'll go over here to the side of my desk and just put that through. Whoop. Just off screen a bit. I'm just right beside myself here. Okay, that's through. Hope my desk isn't shaking too much. Okay, and then we've got our bits and bobs. I said that to my sisters the other day, and they didn't know what a bits and bobs was. So it must be a West Coast thing. Is it a West Coast thing? Or does anybody else know what bits and bobs is? Looked at me like I was nuts, which I kind of am. All right, let's grab my little poker here. Just poke these out. Okay, so I got that one little guy. And then I've got this little guy. Oh, hi, Carol. You just got it. Isn't it great? Carol's a demonstrator too, so she gets to get it early. So you guys are going to love this when it becomes available in November for customers, November 1st, which is coming up quickly next week, right? Next Tuesday. Ooh. Okay. And I've got my little circle. And remember, this one cuts out both the outside and the inside, right? And I just need the inside, so I'm going to save that in my little pile. I've got quite a little pile of things. All right, I don't think I need anything else cut out. I think I'm good. Move that out of the way. We'll just keep poking this out. Okay. Like I said, it was so beautiful when I left Vancouver. It was kind of disconcerting because it felt like it was May or June weather. And we're not in May and June anymore, Toto. We are definitely in the cold, wet weather that is Vancouver. Okay, let me just scoot all this stuff off. Okay. All right. Okay, so here's kind of what I've got so far. And then we've got this piece. Is it a British? Thank you, Donna. It's a British term. So now my sisters don't think I'm crazy. Yeah, bits and bobs. Yeah, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Right. Now, I'm not sure what I want to do here. I'm not sure if I want to put another piece of DSP under here. Well, let's get this going the right way. This was like this, and this was like this. Let me bring it in. And then I'm going to have this for my writing. And then I'm going to have some little foliage. And then we've got our flowers. That's sort of what we're going for. But I'm not sure if I like the green. I don't think I do. I think I'm going to go with my original idea, which was white. So let's separate all this out. I thought that might be good. You do like the green, eh? But check this out. Do we like the white better? Do we like the white? Like kind of like that better? It's a little fresher. I don't know. What do you guys think? You got your see me? Oh, awesome. You like white. Donna's leaning towards green. What do my other peeps think? Yeah, it kind of pops it, doesn't it? Yeah. I think I'll go with white. I just like the crispness of the white, I think. So let's do that. So let's grab all of this. I said I was going to do some fussy cutting, so I better do that. Here's another flower from that same DSP. I'm just going to cut this one. Remember, when you're fussy cutting, you want to move the paper and not the scissors, right? So I'm keeping my scissors and I'm just moving my paper. And you want to leave a white edge because if you try to cut really close, you're going to mess up. It's more forgiving if you leave white. Okay, and the lighting right now is not great in my little studio. So I'm trying to cut it on camera, so of course it's closer to you and further away from me. But that's okay. It'll be okay. So like I said, you're moving the paper, not the scissors. Keeping those scissors. And see, I'm just going around. There we go. So there we go. Not as hard as it looks. But I did want a little bit of color. Now, let's get a sentiment. All right, let's go with, which one did I pull out? Wishes for a beautiful birthday. Let's do that. And some of this has black in it, so I thought I would use black because it might pop it a little bit. So let's get our embossing buddy that comes in our fabulous accessory kit that we love, and we're going to use black and need some Versamark, and we've got our stamp. Okay, so that looks like we're set. Now I am going to grab a little scrap of paper here. Just reach into my little bin of stuff. Collect up my, there we go. So we've already gone ahead and done this, but let's do it again. This just removes all that oil that's in your finger. So you don't have that stray embossing powder, which is especially important with color black. I find black, I love the look of it, but it is less forgiving than the other colors. Maybe gold is another one, You can really see if you've got extra where you don't want it. So you see how that's sticking to where I want it. And it's also kind of all over. If I just give that a little flick, it's going to take that off. Okay. Oh, I just want to do one more little thing. I didn't like the way it completely flicked off there. There we go. Okay, and let's put that back. Here we go. Okay. Out of the way, we bring in our heat tool. Now, one of the items that's in that kit is these tweezers. Now, I'm not just saying this. These tweezers are the best I've ever used. And the reason is they're not metal, so they don't get hot. They're kind of a metal, but oh, they're not metal, like, how do I describe it? It's like matte metal. So it's, I like it because it doesn't get too hot. Oh, we're white. Everyone's going with white. Okay. Oh, I got a itchy nose. Okay. Come on, baby. There we go. Starting to heat. I think my lighting is so bad. I'm just going to raise it up so I can see what I'm doing here. Because you don't want to overcook. If you overcook, you can't recover from that. So sorry, guys. I just put it up to my light so I could see what I was doing. So there's my words. And now I think we can start putting this together. Let's grab our base, which was that Blushing Bride, right? And let's grab. Hi, Diane. Did you join late? If you did, just go back and watch the beginning. We're talking about this brand new product that's coming November 1st called Fitting Florets Bundle. I'm just going to make sure I got that kind of in the center there. And then this, you could pop this up, but I'm not going to. Wouldn't this make a cute shaker card? This particular frame? I think so. Maybe next time I'll try that. Okay, so now we're going to make sure we've got, ooh, I probably didn't do my piece of white big enough. So that's not going to work. But if I go like this, I can want a bigger, nope, want a bigger piece. Nope, we know what we're going to do. This isn't a big enough piece. So before I stick that down, I'm going to cut a bigger piece. No big deal. These things happen. And I'm just going to cut a piece that's just a little bit bigger so that we've got more of those hearts will be covered. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Here's what it is. No big deal. Bigger piece. I'll just stick it on the top of that bigger piece. I don't know why I cut that so tiny. Okay, then we've got this piece. Oh, that's way better. There we go. And all our little hearts are filled in with white. Except, can you tell I've been gone for a week? Our hearts were upside down. But with my glue, we can fix it. I love my white glue because it gives me time to fix a mistake. Isn't that pretty, that frame? I love it. Let's grab some dimensionals. Let's pop up our little word in the middle. There we go. You can tell I've been away for 2 weeks. It doesn't take much to get you out of practice. Okay, it is such a beautiful, you're right, Cindy. It's so pretty. Isn't it pretty? It's just such a pretty, pretty set. Okay, let's decide where we're putting this. I think maybe like that would be good. Yeah. Okay, so let's just add a little bit of, remember you're just going to add little dots of glue. Well, we would if the glue would come out. Come on, glue. Come on, there we go. So little dots. And I'm not putting it everywhere because I just want it to be a little bit like that. There we go. I'm going to have it like that. Okay. And, oh my gosh, I was going to say, where did I put that fabulous thing I cut out freehand? Let's put our flowers here. That's pretty. Let's pop up this color just to give it a little bit of definition. Plus it will tie in with the little berries that are in the designer series paper there. And then I think, yeah, I'm just going to start sticking these on. Actually, what I'm going to do is grab our favorite little glue dots. These are the paper pumpkin ones, right? Just going to use one of them. I love these because they're flat. So they don't have this big bump. And I'm just going to stick that underneath, and that'll grab it, which is just plenty of glue on there. And then this guy, I think maybe, I don't know, maybe we don't need him. I think he might be overkill. We put him on. I don't know. We'll put him on. What the heck? Yeah, I think I want it on this side. Put that off, and then we've got our little dot. I was probably off camera there a bit. Sorry, guys. I'm just going to put that in like that. I'm liking that. Ooh, get that. Now we've got those gold adhesive back swirls. So let's put some of those on just to finish off our card. So I think we'll do that. And then we'll go down here and then here. There we go. So there's our card. Isn't that pretty? Love, love, love this. I'm going to be teasing you over the next several times that we're doing our Facebook lives with showing you some other cards. So let me show you one of the cards from that free, can't even think, PDF that I told you about earlier. So if you make any purchase in November of the products in this, you're going to get a free PDF. And this was the card that I used, or I contributed to it. So this was, it's like a little book card. So that's one, and that's the Christmas design because this paper is kind of Christmassy. And then here's a card. Let me do one more. Where's one more? Gosh, I'm trying to find them all. Oh, here they are. Here's one that my sister Ellie did. Hi, Janet. This is one my sister Ellie did. Isn't it gorgeous? Now, it's a step card, but it's a faux step card, so it's really easy to make. So I will be making one of these probably on Sunday, if not earlier. I might do some more lives than I usually do. I'll let you know. Anyway, so this is the one that Ellie did with that gorgeous paper, and isn't that pretty? Love it. So you can see how that's a step card, right? Let me just do this little faux card. Cute. Okay. So there's two birthday cards using that, and so pretty. Love it. So for those of you who are demonstrators, I know some of you already have this. And I know Cindy has it, and I know Carol has it, and I'm sure Keisha has it. So I'd like to see a Christmas card, and there it is. Yeah, I'll make a Christmas card next time. I'll make a faux step card using the Christmas colors. Okay, Carol? So normally I would be on Sunday, which I will be, but I might do some extras. I'm not sure. I might do something on Friday, Saturday, or something. I just wanted to do a bit leading up to November 1st and giving you a real taste of how fabulous this collection is. And so when you go purchase it on November 1st, you'll be able to get that free PDF that I did with my friends. And there's 9 cards with all the instructions. So, and that'll be free for anyone who purchases anything from the collection. Like I said, you don't have to purchase everything. You can purchase the DSP and the stamp set. And the free PDF will be yours. Okay, you guys. So any other questions? I love the font of the sentiments too, Janet. We were talking about that earlier. You know, you get that nice whimsical kind of script, and then that just plain uppercase words, and it's all mixed together. I agree with you. I mentioned at the beginning of this that I really like when Stampin' Up! Does that, and I think you do too, right? Love it. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed our cards today. I will see you guys definitely on Sunday at 10 a.m. But watch, I might do something else. You never know. I just love playing with it so much, and I have missed you guys. I haven't been around for a couple of weeks. Okay, have a great rest of the day wherever you are, and hope you get some creative time in. Remember, on my Facebook page, Stamp Crazy with Alison, I'm thrilled if you want to post some of your creations that you've made. Please do so. We'd love to see it. Okay, you guys. See you soon. Yeah. Bye, everybody. Bye.